grabbing underneath the chair, tilt your head and make them as big as possible. And then again, foot, and then decide how much band up. And then you're just gonna walk your hands up to the heart. Hi everybody, welcome to Joy Glow Movement. My name's Joy and I'm a yoga teacher and I've been in fitness and wellness for over 30 years. Today we are doing a 10-minute chair yoga for stiff joints. So if you have stiffness in your body and you need a little more fluidity and movement, then this is for you. Just make sure that you get cleared by your doctor because not every exercise is appropriate for everybody. So get checked out first. With that said, you're gonna need a yoga strap. If you don't have one, get creative. You can use a belt from your robe, use a hand towel, whatever you need, and a chair of choice. So let's get going. Okay, go ahead and have a seat in your chair. Place your feet flat and you wanna sit tall. So you don't wanna be sinking back in the chair. Think, scoot yourself away from the back edge, lengthen through the sides of the waist, roll the shoulders back and down. Think if there was almost like a string attached to the top of your head, somebody pulling that string up, placing the hands on the thighs, and then just take a few breaths here and assess how you feel on a 1 to 10 scale. How do you feel in your body? How do you feel mentally? How do you feel spiritually? And take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Place hands over the heart and say to yourself, I embrace myself as I am. Deep breath in, exhale out. I embrace myself as I am. Go ahead and place your right hand under the chair and grip hold of the chair. And if you're on a couch, that's fine. You can just push down with either your fist or your hand on that chair instead. Lock the shoulder in the socket and then tilt your head to the left. Let your head be the weight that stretches out the side of the neck here. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Now all I want you to do is I want you to release your hand and then let your head float up to center. Let's repeat that on the other side, grabbing underneath the chair, tilt your head to the right, and then just let your head kind of be that part that stretches. You're not forcing this is easy. And take a nice deep breath in, exhale out, and then let go of the chair, and then go ahead and let your head float back up to center. And then you're going to turn your head to the right, and then drop your head down. Tilt your head back up, come back to center, and rotate around the other direction. Drop your head down. Lift back up, go back to center, and let's go with some big shoulder circles here. So really exaggerate these shoulder circles. Make them as big as you can. We're getting synovial fluid to kind of oil those joints. If you have a lot of stiffness in your upper back and in your neck, it's great to do shoulder circles. If you sit at a desk for a long time, do these shoulder circles. Stop and do them throughout the day. Really important to do. Let's do 3 more and make them as big as possible. 3 and 2, and here's your last one. Back and press all the way down. Now you're gonna cactus your arms, pinch the shoulder blades, open the chest, and we're doing a little cat-cow. So you're gonna extend the spine and then you're gonna round. And I tuck my pelvis as I do that and then open up again and go back and forth here. So now we're getting into some spine flexibility and mobility here. We're moving through our spine in extension and in flexion. Breathe easy. And again, not forcing, feeling good with it. And then releasing those arms down. Now I'm taking a wider stance, and then all I'm gonna do is twist towards my right leg here. And I wanna stay tall. I'm not gonna be leaning forward yet, so just stay tall with this. And then from here, I'm going to open that arm out and then reach up towards the ceiling. So don't necessarily reach all the way over, just reach towards the ceiling first and see how you feel with this. So keep reaching that arm up, and then you can start to reach over further, but you need to plant this opposite hip down a lot. Take a deep breath in, exhale out, bringing that arm back up. Let's just rotate the other direction towards that left leg. Stay tall with this. And then from here, take a nice deep breath in, reach that arm up towards the ceiling, and you can exhale. And you can start to go over a little bit further, but don't force. Keep it easy and make it work for you. I'm trying to reach through the whole body here as I do that. Coming back up, I'm going to twist again, twist, twist, twist to the right. Now I'm going to lean forward, but as I do that, I want to plant my left hip down even more. Come up, 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 and then again, back arm, reach up and over. And then can you start to go over a little bit more? So maybe you bring the elbow down. Maybe you bring the arm down to the floor. You just decide what you need with your body. Planting this opposite hip down, that's really important. Take a nice deep breath in, inhale, come up, exhale, twist, and then again, lean forward. Think about keeping that heart open, feeling rooted through the hips. And then from here, inhale, coming up, that back arm reaches up over to the ceiling. Maybe you stop there, maybe you start to lean over a little bit more. Decide how much you want to lean over, you choose. And then coming up, up, up. And now let's grab a strap. So grabbing your yoga strap, I like to have the strap kind of doubled out because it's just more comfortable on your foot. But you decide. So I'm going to loop it around my foot and then decide how much band do you feel like you need. You're gonna grow tall. So if you notice, I have the strap under the ball of the foot and the arch. So it's personal preference, but I like to stretch out my calf and my hamstring at the same time. So I'm trying to reach through my heel. I'm rooting the sit bone down, I'm growing tall, locking the shoulders in the socket, and I'm just, the arms are relaxed. I'm not pulling with the arms. So it's just like a light hold of the band, you know, working a little bit of grip strength as you do that, but really thinking of the length of the leg. Now this next one, we're gonna be standing. If you wanna stay seated, feel free. A seated quad stretch, you can kind of lean, bring that foot down and drop that knee down. And you can hold here if you feel a stretch through the quad. Otherwise you can stand, grab your foot, pull it to your rear end, or use your strap to do your quad stretch this way. So whatever you want, but I want you to hold and I want you to kind of push your foot into your hand. Notice I'm just using my chair as a balance aid. And I want to think about rooting my standing leg down. The abs are in 4 inches below the belly button, and you want to think grow tall and take a nice deep breath in and exhale out. And then I'm holding my strap for a reason here if you're, you know, just grabbing your foot, because the next thing we're going to do is cow face. So this is really about the tricep and the shoulders and shoulder health. So you're gonna see how stiff I am through my shoulders here. I'm working on it just like you. So what you're gonna do is you're going to go ahead and take the right arm, wrap it underneath, and then the left arm is going to come up. And then you're just gonna walk your hands up that band. And so I like to do this standing, but you can do this seated as well. It's your choice. So really think about the right arm. So I'm just flipping it so that I'm mirroring you here. So think about that right shoulder. Feel that stretch in that shoulder, and then taking that arm overhead so you're feeling the tricep on this top arm. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. And then we're gonna have a seat, going through all of that on the other side now. So go ahead again, placing that band under the foot, open chest, lengthening through the back of the leg. I'm reaching my heel away from me. I'm rooting this sit bone down, lengthening the sides of the waist, locking the shoulder in the socket, creating length through my body, and breathing easily. Doing, again, about a 30-second hold here. Just feel good. Breathe into it. Breathe into the whole back of the leg there. Go ahead and release that. Again, if you want to just drop the knee down to feel a stretch through the quad, do that. Grabbing your foot, pulling it to your rear end, whatever you feel like you need. I kind of push my foot into my hand a little bit, and I'm trying to bring that knee down. Take a deep breath in, exhale. And then again, we're gonna be taking that left arm underneath. So I'll just mirror you here. So left arm underneath, right arm on top, walking the hands together as much as you can. And if you can interlace the fingers, feel free, whatever you can do in your body there. And the knees are soft if you're standing, ribs are down, lengthening the sides of the waist though, growing tall. And breathing. So really feeling that stretch through the shoulder there on the left side. And then trying to bring that elbow up on this top arm. Open heart. Inhale and exhale. Releasing. And then from here, sitting on the chair, have your feet planted. And lengthen through the sides of the waist again. Plant your hands right on the thighs if that feels good to you. And take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Assess how you feel right now on a 1 to 10 scale. So how do you feel in your body, in your mind, in your soul? You can kind of shake out. You can kind of loosen the shoulders, turn your head side to side, assess how you feel. Go ahead and place the hands over the heart. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale out and say to yourself, I embrace myself as I am. I embrace myself as I am. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Feel free to come back to this 2-3 times a week. And remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful day. All right, take care. Bye-bye.